going on, guys? This is Carl with the Racerred channel. How have you guys been doing? What have you been up to? I am riding the mighty DRZ 400S. Riding these curves with muddy, slippery, slimy tires. Not really, because it takes about 2 seconds for all the mud and slime to come off. But it was fun to say. Up in Idaho City, it's a beautiful area up here. Lots of campgrounds, lots of riding opportunities. The home of the Idaho City 100, which used to be a something or other qualifier for the Nationals. What is it called? I don't know. Anyways, IDE, SDIE, no idea. But I do know that it is a beautiful day, lots of interesting riding to be done. I would definitely be up in the single track with this right now, but I had some mechanical issues and I wanted to start heading home. I think I fixed them. I did a trail fix, I'm pretty sure I got it, but just in case, I want to be heading in the right direction, that way I'm at least closer. But I think it was still a good time out there. It got a little bit muddy. One thing that is easily forgotten is that essentially dual sport tires are street tires. So they are fine on a regular trail doing regular things if you're paying attention. They're also fine on a regular dirt road doing regular things if you're paying attention. But if you're not paying attention, it could really send you into a state of chaos. There was a couple times when I pretended I was on knobbies today, and it almost didn't work out for me. I had to go into full-blown crisis management stage 4, DEFCON 5, and came back from the dead on some of those. But I'm just glad this bike is running right now. It is so nice up here. You get up here and it's like, finally, a little fresh air. Definitely don't want to go down there. So the Wednesday slot is the slot for R1 videos, but you know, it's basically just street riding videos is what I'm going to put on Wednesday's slot. I have had some Wednesdays where I don't put a video out. There should be a video every Friday at least. That's what I try to do as a bare minimum, even if everything's chaotic and falling apart like recently, because my vehicle issues and all kinds of crazy things happening. Getting sick nonstop, even though I take every vitamin known to man and work out nearly every day. Miles per hour, near warp speed for this thing. Actually, 65 is just where it's making power, just above. I would say it's hitting mid-range at 65. And I really want to rev it out. I can get up to 80, but I don't like holding it up there for very long. The thing about a DRZ 400 is you can do most things with it, but it really depends on you as a rider. Most riders will blame their bike for everything, me included, but because it's more fun to have a scapegoat. Don't make a hill. My bike did it. Fall over in a corner. My tires suck. get bounced off the front end, over the front end. My suspension sucks. Just easier to say that stuff. Instead of I fought with a rock and lost. That doesn't sound as innocent in the court of law for you making a mistake if you just slammed into a rock. Anyways, I digress. The bike works great, although sometimes it tries to kill me. Sometimes. It's just what I'm putting it through. It depends on what I'm putting it through. This bike isn't made to be doing steep climbs, steep descents. There's issues with the brake system on this thing. It's made for regular Bob to hop on and hit the brakes up to a stop sign, and it's great for that. But if you're dropping 3,000 feet down a mountain and riding your rear brake most of the time and your front brake quite a bit of the time, your rear brake will fail quickly on this bike, and your front brake is shortly thereafter going to say, bye, I'm out of here. Also, your clutch, you're going to have a lot of heat buildup in the engine and clutch. It's not easy on the bike. I try to stay off the clutch the best that I can. If I take this on single track, you'll notice that I will not be riding the clutch unless I have to. And I'm trying to keep my momentum, to keep air flowing through this thing, even though it's water cooled. Never hurts to have a little air. The DRZ 400, although I call it mighty, does have its limitations. For example, if you get airborne, then you're going to have to get airlifted, most likely. The suspension on this thing is not made to be airborne. Neither are the electronics. I've caught some air on it a few times. When I hit the ground, it sounds clanky. There's like a metal on metal slap. That's not good. That's definitely not good. You have to ride this bike not to your ability if you're a good rider. You have to ride the bike to its ability. So, you know, most of the bikes I ride are like the best of the best, and I can ride it to my ability, and it's going to put up with whatever I do to it. But this, no, you got to ride it a certain way. I can't just slam into a bunch of whoops, hit redline, and expect my taillight to stay put. The taillight's just going to flop around and die immediately. All the lights will probably fail. The suspension will blow out. And the clutch will burn up. And the brakes will stop working. All of that sounds pretty disastrous, but none of it will happen if you ride it like it's supposed to be ridden. It's really, really durable. It just has like a scale. Don't tip the scale and you'll be fine. That's all. Don't give it too much of a load for it to bear, because, you know, oh, what is that? Did you guys see that? That is crazy. Try not to get run over or into the river. I don't want to go in the river. But I do want to go into this rocky place up here. Mother of God. What have I discovered? Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, there's a waterfall and a cave. I found a waterfall and a cave side by side. I'm going into that cave. I don't care what anybody says. But I'll be back. I gotta go up here a ways. And there's a fence. Homo fences. Ruining everybody's fun. Unnecessary. Unnecessary is what I say. Unnecessary. A complete disaster. You run into a fence or a gate, it's a complete disaster. Just a complete disaster. I'm checking this out on foot because my fat bike won't fit into that hole. Bro. Hello? Looks like I could easily die here. I got my helmet on. I'm pretty sure if this thing crushes me, my helmet will save me. If this mountain falls down, my helmet will push it up. I'm sure that will be the case. Like it, that makes sense, right? The mountain comes down on my head. My helmet's designed to push the mountain up. Yeah, that. Yep. I've done my calculations. I'm good to go. Let's do this. Oh, would you look at that? I can stand up right here. This is adamantium. Look, there's mattress springs right there. Hobo Bob has not been here for a while, it seems. Because that is so old. Alright, guys, well, thanks for checking out my video. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
His name is Racerred. If he wasn't riding, he'd be in bed. He naps during the day. He rides his love in garage bays. Oh, he rides all night, full throttle all the time. Oh, he was born to ride. Red Racer, like, comment, and subscribe.